Vajpayee has some family. Okay, Kshitij has some family event. Okay, okay, no issue. Okay, so recording is started, so we will also start. So yes, so we are going to have a book discussion on A Man Called Ove by Fedrick Backman. You all know. Yes. Okay, moving on. So this is the author, Frederick Backman, and these are the books he have written, or maybe more. जितने मुझे photos मिले, I've put it here. So have you read any Beckman's book before, or this was your first book?
Anxious people.
Anxious People you have read. I have also read Anxious People. It was my first book by Frederick Backman.
It was my first of his book too.
Yeah, and did you like his writing style and all?
Yeah, actually, that is like even after you read Anxious People, you don't find the similarity in A Man Called Obi.
Yes.
There is like some unique thing. Same author, but you can find a different writing style. So
Yes.
I guess writing style. It's not like it is repeating or something.
Yes, Aparna, go ahead.
No, his writing style. Sorry, I did not mean to say no or something.
It's
That, uh, by habit, I tell no. Uh, his writing is witty, very, but also he knows how to touch the heart.
Exactly, I agree. And considering that A Man Called Ove was his debut novel, so he's experimenting with the writing style. So all his books has quite different writing styles. So how was what do you think? Like in general, is his writing style readable? Is it attractive and keep you hooked till the last page? Is it that kind of writing style?
Yeah, it is sort of it's touching, yet he will make you laugh at he'll
Yes,
make you laugh at um, different circumstances that you won't expect.
I agree. I agree to that. Ishwara, you have something to add?
No, actually, a man called Ove is the first read.
Okay.
So, what I found is he brings even the
Hi,
reality
Kushi.
to make you cry.
Yeah. I agree. Hi,
So,
Kushi.
man called Ove is, I think, if it's a real character, he might be lived with such kind of characters. It's like a person, if he thinks it is a fiction, you can't write in such a way. Because I felt this a man called Ove is a real character. I have seen such kind of persons, so I could relate to it.
Yes, it was very like the character is realistic. You will find such people in
Yes.
around you. So yes, that was that. Hi, Kushi. Have you read the book?
Yeah, I did read the book, but I read it long back, so I don't read it for the GD right now.
No issues, no issues. So have you read any other author's book, or was that your first?
No, no, that was my first book, and like after that also I have not read his any
Any
other
other
book.
book? Oh, no
So,
issues.
but I really like the way he portrayed the character. So there was this pessimist tone throughout the book through the character O. But
Yes,
I guess Ishwarya, I don't know if that is the correct pronunciation, but even she said we see those characters all around us. So it
yes.
was very practical approach, those grumpy people.
Hmm.
And yeah, we don't know their story also. So that is one part also behind it.
Agreed. Hi, Riddhi.
Hi.
Hi, have you read the book?
No.
It's okay. Have you read any other like same author, any other books?
No, I haven't.
It's okay. Rachna ma'am, you have read any other book by the author?
No, this was my first book,
Okay.
and certain I haven't finished the whole book, but जितना भी मैंने पढ़ा, certain parts of the of some chapters was such that it मतलब it will just shock you.
Yeah,
You don't see it coming, and it is just thrown in your face, and they
agreed.
keep saying,
Hi, Villina, Villina. There's always some sort of conversation around her pronunciation. And Anshula also joined, I think. Hi, Anshula. You both have read the book?
Hi, I'm just joining in for
Yeah.
just GD, like just going through. I have not read the book. I did not find the time to read it.
But thank you for joining in.
I'll be here for only like 5-10 minutes, but yeah, I wanted to join.
No issues. Hi, Pragya. Class is over. Class khatam.
Yeah, it just got over five
Oh.
minutes ago.
Thank you for joining. Have you read the book?
I am 40% done.
Okay. Good, good. Have you read any other book by the author?
No.
No. Okay, guys. So, Pooja is also here. Pooja, hi. Have you read the book? Do you have
Actually,
anything?
I got to know about this group discussion today morning. So I had a talk with Kavi regarding like if I could join if I've not read the book. She
Yeah.
said you can, but you'll get
Yes.
two spoilers. But like
I'll try
before
to keep that minimal.
no, before 5 o'clock, I managed to read up to 106 pages. So I've got a brief gist about the book, like what the whole situation is about.
Nice, yeah, that's speed. I mean, 106 pages already.
It's interesting. It's quite interesting. Like I
It
couldn't
is,
put
it is.
it down.
Exactly. So, what do you think so far? How's the writing style?
It's different from the books I've read before. It's nice. It's quite intriguing, I would say.
Yep. I agree to that. Let's move on to the next slide. So, yes, here are the various covers of the book that I was able to find. The first one that we are seeing, this blue one, that is the original cover. It's the like the Swedish cover in which language the author has written the book. So that is the main original cover. Then the second one you're seeing is when the first movie came out. It's based on that. And the third one, which we all have, and the fourth one is when Tom Hanks was in A Man Called Otto, and then the fifth one is one that Kanchan ma'am has, that pretty little hardcover. That is the most beautiful cover. Which one do you think is the good one or the best one amongst these?
I like the last one.
I know,
Actually, it's
me too.
too cute.
Last one. Everyone liked the last one. I think
And the
even
cover is so like it's in white shade, right? So it's attractive,
yes.
and it's an animation type, so it's so beautiful to see.
Yeah,
Others,
that's
now both other things are from movies. So
hmm.
if people have seen movie, they would like it.
Yeah.
And
I
third one is in the Indian edition. Only we have that everywhere. I think in abroad they have the fifth one. I think
yes.
mostly I see that one.
Yes, Velina says she likes the one which we all have. And Tirtika says I like the middle one too. Yeah, actually, we see that in all the covers except the second one, we have that cat. I mean, the cat is such a prominent character. You just can't ignore it. So it's in every cover. Even I like the one that we have and the last one. Even that A Man Called Otto one is good, which has the Tom Hanks one. So that movie tie-in adaptation, I like that one too.
And
Yes, Rachna, go ahead.
and the last one, typography is really nice. A man called oh, it's the typography is really nice. And also
Yes.
the one thing I don't like, one of my pet peeves is that I don't like faces on the character
Okay.
on the book cover. Sorry. That is one
No
thing.
issues. So you must be liking the first one, third one, and the fifth one.
Yeah.
Rachna, we wanted to say something.
Yeah, I like the one which I have,
Ah,
and बाकी में the last one is cute सा.
huh.
But
Cute, cute, sa. Agreed, agreed. I don't like the second cover. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know. I just don't. Anyone has anything else to say on this? Okay, then we will move on. So, to the real question. Did you feel that this book was a slow paced novel or was it a real page turner? What do you all think?
It's a slow paced one in the beginning. First, when she changes It's be little fast paced. It's
I
not.
agree to that.
It's obviously it's a real page turner, but still it's a slow paced one.
Hmm. Vilina, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of say the same. It's both. It's slow paced as well as a real page turner.
Hmm.
Even though you feel like in the beginning you are taking time, but still you grasp what all is happening in the novel, and you really want to know what's happening with Uva. How is he going to kill himself? I don't want to know about that about people, but I was really intrigued.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? How the life is going to change, and what will
Yeah, that's what. Even though the starting was slow, but it still was so intriguing that it kept you hooked. Like we wanted to know what's going to happen, what's going to happen. So even though it was a slow-paced novel, it didn't take much time to turn into a real page turner.
It's just slow, but I like the pace at which the novel is, going on. The thing
Yeah.
is that um, the best thing about the novel, which I love, is that it just keeps you intrigued. You can't
Hmm.
put the book down. मेरे
Agree.
टाइम नहीं मिला बोल के मेरा खत्म नहीं हुआ पढ़ना.
Yes, Pragya, go ahead.
For me, it was really slow, but yeah, I like the vibe of the book. I kind of feel like it's a book with like not a particular plot, but just for vibes.
Hmm. I agree to that. The vibe is, immaculate. At the starting, it's like it's going, and then when I actually got into the book, even I loved the vibe of the book. It's just, I don't know. It's emotional roller coaster ride. It's like you're happy at few points, and then you're sad at few points, and you're sobbing at a certain point, and then I don't want to talk about the ending. Tirthika, yes, you have raised your hand. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Is there an option like yes, it is slow paced, but it is also real page turner because I felt both. I couldn't say like was it fast paced? No, but was it a real page turner? Yes.
Yeah.
So it is like both.
Yes.
And I listened to audiobook actually. So the
Oh,
one who narrated it, he made it like I was watching it in the whole. So the narration was really awesome. And after hearing the audiobook, I go again and I read the book. So it was like both for me. I
nice.
cannot
So
choose one.
how's the experience while listening to the audiobook?
It was like the highs and lows of the voice. It made it real. The book was
Oh,
made it
nice.
real, and I didn't fast forward the pace and all. I just went with the regular
Same, same.
pace, so it was very good to listen to when you are working. No, so it was very good. Yes, I also listened to Anxious People
Anxious
first as an
people.
audio book. So I think
Oh.
this author's book audiobooks were very amazing. Only after then I could read it in the real book.
Even I loved that book, Anxious People. I'll definitely try the audiobook. Aparna, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead.
So yeah, I feel that we need to have patience with O because O sometimes makes some irritating things. Sometimes is lovable. We need to have patience with him. We are just like a child in that book who is following him everywhere.
Yeah, it happened.
So some parts were really beautiful. Beach Man and O's backstory also.
Yes. The
Like
I agree. How the novel was, going back and forth in his past and present. It really helped us to get to know that character more. So I agree. Cool. Anyone else have anything to say to this? If not, we will move on to the next question that is the characters of the book. So these are the list of the characters. And these the pictures that I've put there, these are from the movie. This is the one that is the Tom Hanks one, which is on the Netflix. So in the first picture, that is old Ove, and in the second one, that the person who played his younger role, like the younger Ove, he's the one. In second picture, it's Ove and Parvane. I don't know how to pronounce that character. Can anyone tell me what is that? The third one, Parvane,
Parvane.
Parvani, Parvan.
Parvane.
Yeah, Parvane, right? Yes. And then the third one, that clown scene. If you have read till there, you will know what I mean. If not, you will get to it. And yeah, so these are. So, who was your favorite character apart from, of course, Ove? Yes, Selena, go ahead.
I loved Parvane. Like, he is the epitome of how to understand Ua and irritate him but love him. And you know,
Exactly.
I just don't have words how she understood him. As well as Sonja, of course.
Of
Sonja
course, I
is
mean,
so nice.
that's so, whenever I like read about Ove and Sonja's relationship, I used to just tear. I'm like, that is so beautiful the way he talks about her. I mean, and Aparna, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, even my favorite character is Parvani, Sonja, and also O's sort of father-in-law. Even he was sort of like Ove
Yes,
himself.
yes, yes. That is
Even
one of the main character I missed here. Yes, Vilina, I have something else to say, please.
The cat,
Of course,
one of my favorite characters, the
of
cat.
course, we cannot miss that. Cannot miss. Nice, Ishwarya, you have anything to say about the characters?
Yes, of course, the cat and Pravanna is my favorite. Like, she is the one who changed U into beautiful person.
Right. If you guys have watched in the movie also, her character is so good, so lively, so beautiful that instantly, her character is like you'll fall in love with her. You're immediately like her. Her character is like that. If you haven't watched the movie, you should watch it. This one, the Tom Hanks one. It's so beautiful.
also Parvani was like a badass woman. She
I
used to make uncomfortable. She used to make she used to make or do things that he's not comfortable with at,
exactly,
especially
exactly.
driving the trailer back and stuff.
Driving the trailer, and then she used to go and give him food, and then
Yeah, they are
everything.
supposed to
Kids,
give
she
them.
used to leave her kids with Ove, and he's like, God, this woman. Anyone has anything to add, please feel free to do so. Okay, Pragya, you have anything to say? Okay, Pragya, where is Pragya? Pooja.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Pragya.
Yeah, I love Sonja's character a lot. She's very like how Hope talks about her. And for neighbors, till now, like I'm at the point I'm not really in a position to really have an opinion on them.
I
But
get that. Yeah, no issue. Yeah, even I love Sonja's character, and isn't it like beautiful that many of us love the character of Sonja, even though she was not
yeah,
there. I mean, through someone else's perspective, we know that character, and still we all, love that character so much. So that's the beauty of, I think, Frederick Beckman's writing style. So that's so beautiful. Okay, so Beckman's writing. Yes, Rachna, please go ahead.
Yeah, so as you said, that Sophia was not a new character in the book, but then yeah, it's through those point of view we see Sonia, and the characterization of Sonia is such that we fall in love with
Yeah,
her, apart from O, obviously. I
exactly.
personally like Sonja too, and a little bit of Parvati, but
Little bit. Okay, so hopefully when you will, go ahead with the book, I think you will love it more. Yes, Pooja, please go ahead.
Yeah, like up to the page that I've read, I liked the impact his father had on him.
Yeah, that
Like
is
the character, like the overall character that O turns into is because of his
because of
father.
his father. Agreed.
And I found out that to be thing, like the way the father teaches that you need not tell on anyone else's tales.
Yeah,
Like that was a very important message. Not necessary to come out as a good person do you have to, show that someone has done anything wrong.
yeah,
And it was
agreed.
nice. Like in the end, he decides that he wants to become a certain type of a person in his life. So that was also nice.
Exactly. So he's that way because his father raised him that way. So yes, his father was a very influential person in his life. We can say that.
Yes.
Okay. So we will move on to the next.
And
Yeah.
so it shows how we become like our parents later. That
True, true, true. That is so true. That happened with Ove. Exactly. But still, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to this question next. Describe Ove. Of course, like when you started reading the book, people who are halfway through the book can tell me like what do you think of him, and people who have completed can tell me both their opinions when you started and when you finished. Please. Yes, Pragya, go ahead.
See, I had mixed opinions about him till the point
You have
where
read it.
it's described like some of the text is like ki, um, there is a point in one's man's life when he kind of man he wants to be.
Yes.
If he wants to be someone who is just trodden on by other people and something like that is described. So when we get to know the backstory about why he is what he is right now, why
Hmm.
he is like this, so then I get a bit sympathetic and I get some empathy about him.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I feel bad.
That happened. That happened. I guess that will happen to everyone who is reading the book. Anyone who has completed the book want to say something? Yes, Aparna, please.
yeah, the first time I was irritated by him was the first chapter. That iPad was open. I
Yes.
was irritated by him. I was like, what is he doing? Then when I read later on, I felt like no, there is something more to him. He's not just a grumpy old man. There is something more to it because
Exactly.
we see people like him in our neighbors, in our houses, like that. There is something more towards it. When I
Hmm.
started reading about it, I liked him. Oh, so only the first chapter I didn't like him.
Yeah, agreed.
Then I liked him, how he is.
Yeah, everyone has a little backstory. We cannot judge anyone. You never know what a person has been through, what he is going through. We never know it. So it doesn't like feel right to judge a person. Like first few chapters we are like, why is he like this? Why is he so grumpy? Why isn't he talking properly? What's his problem? But then instead of judging him, if we read forward and we'll know, okay, okay. And like Pragya said, we sympathize with the character, we feel empathy for him. So that happens. So anyone who is yet to complete the book, be ready to feel those emotions. Will anyone has anything else to add to this?
Also, I felt sorry for O, like pity for O when he was duped by an insurance agent.
Yes. I mean that was the saddest part of the book. Like why does he have to go through something like that? So yes,
Yeah.
it happens, That's what made him that grumpy. One of the reasons he was grumpy. And the house, of course, and the house. Anyone else has
Oh,
anything?
sorry.
Vilina, yes, please. Vilina, you want to say something? She turned on the mic and she went again. Okay, so we will move to the next question. We already discussed, getting a call, it's fine, Vilina. So we already discussed about Ove and Sonja's relationship. Do you have anything to comment on, like Ove and Rune's character or Ove and Adrian? Maybe if someone is halfway through the book, they might not have come across the character of Adrian, or they may have, and of course Ove and the cat. So what do you feel about the relationship with Ove?
Mm,
Yes, Ishwarya, you can go.
O and Sonja and O and cats are the best part. Like he relates to many things to his wife, like how she used to. He describes like old people will understand when their wives die or their husbands die. They can relate to it. So I felt Rowan Sandra is
Agree.
very heartfelt to me.
Yes. And what do you feel about like Ove and Rune? They were best friends, and then they are like,
No, I didn't relate, but as I said, Owen Sandra and Owen Cats are the best parts. I love it. And Woman Room, no idea.
even I loved the relationship that, like, first when we read about the book, always like, see, he had don't have anyone to talk to, but throughout the book, when he started meeting people, and then we get to
Hmm.
know more about him, it's like so beautiful the relationships he formed with everyone. Yes, Aparna, you wanted to say something. Please go ahead.
I liked Owen Sonja, Owen Rune, and of course Owen Cats. And also one thing which is not mentioned is Owen Parvane.
Yeah, because I have coming that up in the later slides, so that needs a separate slide. We can't put it here. The question,
Owen
Vilina is asking what's the question. We are just discussing the relationship that Ove has with Sonja, Rune, Edrin, and Katz.
Owen Rune, the relationship it started because they were talking about cars,
Yeah,
and it
and
ended also it
because
started
of cars.
with some disagreement with the cars only.
Do you think that was silly, like fighting over car, or do you think it was like, yes, people have to have an opinion about cars, so it was like, yes, they had a right fight? What do you think?
I don't know exactly because I had read a book long, long ago. So I just remember the gist of it. And I liked how he stood up for Roon when they were taking him away. I liked how he stood up for
Yes,
him.
yes. Even though they were not talking, he stood up. Even I was like, what, they're fighting over a car. And I was like, who talks to a person who buys a BMW? He only drives his Chevy. Hi, Ankita.
Such
Even
people are there now. I'm seeing even now.
people are even the relationship with Owen Cats. The first he was like, cat go like go away, shoo shoo, and then he was like literally sleeping with his on his bed, and it was so beautiful. Even his relationship with the cat, how it progressed. Hi,
And
Ankita.
this
Have you
book has
read the book?
a similarity of like a cat and O. If you have read P.J. Clone's The House on the Succulency,
Yes.
even there is an old man and a cat. So
Yeah.
that's a different kind of story, but still the old man and cat will be there also. So it's a beautiful books. Both are beautiful books.
Yes. I agree. I agree. If anyone has anything to add, please go ahead. These are all the photos that whatever photos I've put, it is all from the movie clipping. So if you find that cute, you better go watch the movie because it's really good. I'm telling you again.
And also, Ove and his father-in-law, even they sort of broke the ice with the vehicle. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on the vehicles because Ove and doing some vehicle they were
Yes,
discussing.
yes, even I remember that. They were not talking and they started talking about, yeah, some vehicle car. And they were like, yeah, now that's good, going good. That was nice. Okay, we will move on to the next question, which is, as we mentioned, in the friendship between Parvane and Ove, who do you think gained the most from the friendship? Who was better for who? What do you think? What do you have? Like, what opinion do you have about this?
Again, the
Anyone?
most friendship is, of course, Praveen on her side. Even also gain more. So it's
Yeah,
both of
Ankita
them
says Ove.
equality is there. So who was better for who is supposed to? Of course, she changed him literally.
Yes, she changed the person, and like Pavena is like, so she understood the importance of friendship. Exactly. If I meet someone like Ove, like if we all meet, we are generally like, he's not responding. I will rather not talk. He's not, he's not even friendly. Both of them came into each other life at this right time exactly. So it's their patience. Even Parvana's patience, even when like she knew like always like that. And I loved how their friendship progresses, and at last she was the one to figure out. So spoiler, no spoilers I'm not giving. So
Yes.
yes, that was beautiful. Like till she met him, till the last, she was always there for Ove, and of course, Ove was also there for her whenever she needed someone to drive her to the hospital. Yes, Lakshman, please go ahead.
Yeah, this friendship, or it's the kind of friendship which everyone needs, and they both come into each other's life just at the right point of time. See, when they needed someone, and that's when Ove comes into Parvana's life, and Parvana comes into Ove's life. Ove was
Yes.
completely, alone, melancholic, and all that. So Parvana is like, godsend for him.
Yes, I agree. People who are like halfway through the book, they will also love the friendship that is going to progress forward in the book. Anyone has anything else to say? Pooja, Riddhi. Riddhi hasn't read the book, right? Riddhi hasn't read it.
I
Right?
feel like I should have read it because you guys are talking so much about it. I feel like I should have known. Like I have
It's
only
okay.
come across to the point like where her husband falls and she asks him to take her
Take
to the
him to the
hospital. But I
hospital.
found that quite, like boss lady types.
She
Like
is.
she has the guts to tell a person like, oh, that you
Mm.
need to drive me to the hospital.
Yeah, that's what. And always like, what? Are you asking me to do that?
Yeah. But it's also quite interesting how he does not refuse anything that she asks for. Like from the
Exactly.
starting itself. Like
Because
when
it's like Sonja's voice is coming back to him, like you should help them, you should help
mm,
them. So like always said, always like whatever I am because of Sonja. Whoever like what I was after I met him, and after he said some line, right, I am because of Sonja. So that is, I think, what happened.
nice.
Even
Nice.
Pragya is at the hospital scene. Okay, you guys will enjoy the book further. So please don't stop reading. Continue reading. If anyone has anything else to add, Aparna, you have anything to say?
Before Parvane came, Om didn't have any woman in his life. I mean, after Sundar, he completely cut off with everyone, including the society members.
Yes.
I feel when a woman came into his life, that too, like this, making him sort of forcing him to do things that he doesn't like. That had a positive change in him.
Yes, agreed. Like she was the reason that Ove was a changed person. So yes. Okay, we will move to the next slide, which is, yeah. Do you think Ove was really grumpy because old people are grumpy, or because of what he has gone through in his life?
It's also because of this and what he have gone through in his life. So
Yes,
both
both.
is
Because
perfect.
Both. Aparna is both. He has had a tough life. Exactly. I agree. He did. Yes, Rachna, please go.
yeah, so yeah, I think both the reasons are a little, determining factors in Oak's character that he is also grumpy. And I feel that, yeah, when you have a lot of experiences and you, come of age, you do become grumpy with all those harsh experiences of life.
Agreed. I agree. Both the reasons are equally like he's, yes, with age that grumpiness comes. Like people that age is like you're isolated from everyone. You don't have that much large family. You are like just left with your wife. And in Ove's case, he doesn't even have Sonja, so he's completely alone. So grumpiness might have come through that, and also of course whatever he has gone through in his life, because he did, like Aparna said, had a tough life. Pragya has raised her hand. Please go ahead, Pragya.
So what I think is he was quite a practical man. Like he states this fact like a lot of times. He was a man of principle. He wasn't very flexible too, and because of that also he
Yeah,
was like that.
exactly the point, like how he was raised. That
Yeah.
was again one of the reasons. Of course, I agree. Anyone has anything to add? Please.
I think after Sonja, I think his father's voice was booming in his head.
Yes.
Then later, when Parvane came here, Sonja took place.
Yes. The last line just went, I don't know why.
In the end, when Parvane came, that
Mhm.
Sonja took over in
Yes, yes, agreed. That voice that was coming. So, yeah, Ove was a man of his principles. So I think he was like that. But even because he was like that, the way like he used to do inspection, that was because of what he has experienced in his life. The way he think, about Rune and Anita's situation also. So it's like both the reasons. I agree. Let's move on to the next. Okay, till how much you have read or whoever read the whole book. Forgot to mention the inspection part. Yes, inspection part. Yes.
Most interesting scene, and that when they go for hospital, right?
Hmm.
That was the beautiful one. Like can't express that, but still, it's
Yes.
you can feel that kindness from him.
That's where the friendship blossomed. That's where everything blossomed in Owen. So
Yes.
yes, that was one of my. Yes, Velina, go ahead.
So for me, interesting, I would say rather beautiful part was when Sonja and like Uwa or Uwa. I pronounce it as Uwa because I watched Booktuber. Sorry.
No issues.
So Uwa was approaching Sonja and he was riding with her all the way to where she goes for
Yeah.
probably a month, I think. And she understood that and she was okay with it when he told her the truth about his life. I love that part.
Exactly, Sonja is like the most understanding person. She's written so beautifully. I'm like, Sonja, she's such a beautiful character. She understands Ove. She knows she even knew that he's lying to me, but still, and she gave her a chance, and like she was the color in Ove's black and white life. So yes, Aparna, you have anything to add to this?
My favorite scenes were when Sonja's cat was named as Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah.
And that's why I think O doesn't like the cat, which is, sort of, because he reminds him of Sonja's cat.
Yes.
I think maybe that's why he doesn't like the cat. And also when they meet Sonja's father, when they
Hmm.
go to meet the Sonja's father to impress him, to ask her hand in marriage, that scene was really beautifully written.
Yes.
And one thing I won't say, it's a spoiler, so I won't do that. It's a beautiful scene actually.
I agree with Aparna, the Ankita says. Yes. I love that character, the one that is shown in the, I'm saying character, this the scene in the book where the one that is in the picture where she draws Ove as his grandfather. Even that, like she them included Ove in her drawing as a part of the family. Even that was one of the most beautiful scenes and beautifully written. Interaction between Sonja's parents and Ove, agreed. That was that was really beautiful. The first time when Sonja and Ove met, and then when he meets his father, and then when they started a life together. Then when he met Parvana, and all these things are just so beautiful. Overall, the book has a lot of beautiful parts. So, anyone has anything to say, please go ahead. Okay, then we will move on to the next slide. Any favorite quote from the book? So we see these pictures. It is Ove and Sonja, like the first time when they met, and this is when they are shifting to the new home. Don't ask me why is he lifting her. That will be a big spoiler. Yes, Raghavan, please go ahead.
Yeah, you have mentioned my favorite line at the first. You
He
are
was a man of black
that.
and white,
Yeah, I
and
just
she was.
loved it.
Even I love
I
that
just
line, and
loved it.
it makes so much sense also because Ove is such a reserved person, like
Yeah,
like he was raised. But when Sonja comes, he opens up to her, and he's a different person when he's around her. So that, and
yeah,
even
completely different.
exactly, and the way that they have compared loving someone is like moving into a new house. That is also what. Yes, Velina, please go ahead.
And somehow I feel it is very portrayed. It has been portrayed very correctly.
Yes, exactly. That the whole paragraph was so beautiful and so true about where he mentioned that how the houses and like we have to just make things our own. Yes, Velina, please go ahead.
Yeah, I have, I think, probably 8 or 9 quotes, but I'll just keep one or two.
No issues. Right.
Yeah, so one of the lines I liked is people said Uwa saw the world in black and white, but she was color all the color he had.
Yeah.
And wait, I have so many.
You're flipping through the book or you have written it
Yes,
somewhere.
yes, I'm flipping through the book.
That's so nice.
I have marked them. So yeah, you miss the strangest things when you lose someone. Little things, smiles, the way she turned round in her sleep, even
Yeah.
me painting a room for her.
I love that too. I wanted to include it here, but then I was like, this much is enough.
And Uwa says, men are what they are because of what they do,
Yes.
not what they say.
Right. It was one of the most beautiful lines. Pragya says she has already highlighted 30 or 40 parts. You're going to highlight more.
Yes, you are going to highlight more. I have,
Yes.
okay, one or two more. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Okay, so you only need one ray of light to chase all the shadows away.
Yeah, that one is also my favorite.
You don't fool me, darling, she said with a playful little smile and crept into his big arms. You are dancing on the inside, Uva, when no one's watching, and I will always love you for that, whether you like it
Yeah.
or not.
See that line shows how much Sonja understood Ove. Like that's so beautiful. They both are just meant for each other. Ankita says yes, me too, highlighting and adding my opinions too in the book. Yes, there will be a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
is.
highlighting.
Yes. Last two.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
But if anyone had asked, he would have told them that he never lived before he met her and not after either.
Yeah, yes,
And one, yeah. Loving someone is like moving into a house.
yeah. This that whole paragraph is so wholesome,
Yeah,
and
whole paragraph.
only a swine thinks that size and strength are the same thing. Yes, Pooja, please. Aparna, you raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Yeah, then
Can
there
I?
was one quote, I can't phrase it properly. It was like Sonja was wearing a yellow dress when he first met her.
Yeah,
So then he was like, he knew that this would be his favorite color for life or
yeah,
something.
yes. Like, see, in the third point here also, as Ove realized that he wanted to hear her talking about the things she loved for the rest of his life. When she was talking about her favorite books, and he said this, I'm like, okay, that is so sweet. Pooja, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
Yeah, there's this. I don't know if this can qualify as a quote, but I like this line a lot. It was like maybe to her, destiny was something that was none of his business, but to him, destiny was someone.
Yes, yes, even that line is repeated 2 to 3 times in the book, right? And that
Hmm.
is so impactful. I really love that line. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
Even
I
Velina